I'm Greg Casar. I'm proud to represent the heart of Texas. And I just got back from my home state after visiting campus after campus, from San Antonio, Texas to San Marcos, Texas to Austin, Texas, talking to young people. And young people didn't ask me about the president's age. They didn't ask me about the president's son. They asked me about policies that determine life and death for everyday Americans. That's what young people are asking about. They are demanding that their families stop being separated by ICE. They're demanding that we protect our planet and have a livable future for generations to come. They are demanding that we put in place sensible gun policies so that their kids won't have to run through the gun safety drills that they had to go through. It's not too much to ask. And they are going to continue to lead the way as they always have. Because if you look at our history, if you look at the lunch counters sit-ins against segregation, and you look at those pictures, it was college students and teenagers and community college students from Atlanta to Nashville to Birmingham to Austin that were filling up the local jails. If you check who it is that argued Roe v. Wade at the Supreme Court here up the street, it was a 20-something-year-old Texas lawyer, Sarah Weddington, who had never taken a case to trial before, that brought abortion rights to this country, and it's going to be young people from the South that bring abortion rights back. It's not going to be politicians in this building. It's going to be young folks organizing. If you look at who built the Chicano movement and the labor movement in Texas, it was 20-something-year-old immigrant women. And that is the moment that we're in. We're called to that kind of moment again, to listen to young people who are demanding change, who are demanding an end to politics as usual, who are demanding an end to bombing of innocent young people all over the world, and who are calling on our president and our Congress to make a change, to do what it is that is right. We cannot win this election campaigning Republican light. We cannot win this election and beat back Donald Trump's policies by being Donald Trump light on immigration. And as my friend Michelle called me up here, we need to talk about immigration, because that is what the Republicans think their number one issue is going to be. To try to blame immigrants, poor people, desperate people for the nation's problems, in order to distract from the fact that the Republican Party is basically built to enrich their corporate and billionaire buddies. That's it. That's what they're here for. The first bill that I came to vote on as a freshman member of Congress was Republicans wanting to get rid of IRS agents that go after big corporations and billionaires. That's their real agenda. But in order to hide that agenda, they want to blame immigrants. So we can either fall into that trap, or we can push back. And we can say that immigration is good, that immigrants are good, that we can agree that that is the core founding, one of the four founding principles of this country. We can make a contrast and show that we're listening to the generation that is asking for change, the generations that have asked for change for so long before us have shaped the country as it is we have today. We can say immigration is good. We can create a pathway to legalization for 13 million people here. We can make sure that we integrate folks that are coming here desperate from other countries, because that improves our economies and improves the quality of life for everyone. We can address the root causes of migration and stop starving people abroad and forcing them to leave. And that will inspire people to come out and vote. Because these anti-immigrant forces, if they're out there selling Donald Trump policies, we're not going to win by selling Trump-light policies. Folks will just go for the real thing. But instead, there are so many millions of people who will be inspired and will come out for change if they see that their representatives are serious about it. If when push comes to shove, they see us shoving back. So I just really want to thank each of the organizations here for your diligent and relentless advocacy, because when I visited those college campuses, it wasn't a lot of students who had given up or who had said it's not worth it participating. It was the exact opposite. It's young people demanding more from us on climate, more from us on addressing inequality, more from us on demanding immigrant justice, more from us on standing up to corporate lobbyists, and standing up instead for everyday people. So thank you guys for what you guys are doing here today.